What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. So I just wanted to make this quick video. Now, this is something that I've noticed a lot. A lot of people looking for the quick route, the fast and easy route, without having to put in work, without having to make any sacrifices, without having to have any discipline. And I see this a lot, especially just in the credit space, right? People ask me, how was I able to get close to $1 million in available credit on personal and business? And it wasn't a fast and easy process, right? Because, it took time to build up the prerequisites and the data points. It wasn't overnight. For example, when it comes to business financing, getting, certain business loans, certain lines of credit, there's certain requirements in terms of time in business, having the right paperwork, having your taxes filed for a certain amount of years, so being able to furnish a lot of these different, documents and having the different data points, it takes time. It's something that, someone just starting out, you're not going to be able to do it overnight. In some cases, it might take you 2 or 3 years before you get to the point where you're able to qualify, right? There's certain vendors, certain financial products where you're not even going to be able to apply until you're at a 1 year mark, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year mark. So everything doesn't happen overnight. And I think sometimes when I share information from my own personal perspective, it's sometimes thought of like anyone can just do it, right? And that's not to say that I have the best credit or I even have the most experience when it comes to this. But what I will say is that there's a lot of prerequisites that go into being able to, get certain levels of financing, getting certain levels of approvals. When it comes to financial reputations, it's not built overnight. It doesn't happen in a couple of weeks or even a couple of months. Sometimes, you have to put in the work consistently for a long period of time before you have a demonstrated track record of managing certain accounts, managing relationships. And that's one of the big things too. When it comes to relationships, you really have to value relationships. If you're someone who doesn't value relationships, you don't really value the banks and you look at it as like a quick come up, then you're not going to be able to get high limits. Because when you have a bad reputation, whether that's a social reputation, whether that's a financial or a business reputation, people and institutions are not going to want to deal with you, because basically what you're saying when you have bad credit, for example, because credit is your financial reputation expressed as a number. So when you have bad credit, you're basically saying you have a bad reputation. You're going to fumble the bag when your track record speaks to, not valuing relationships, not paying back your debts. No one's really going to want to have to deal with you. And so you have to be very mindful of your financial reputation and build it over time, not overnight. I just wanted to make this quick video because I think some people get it twisted that you're going to get all of this credit overnight, starting from scratch or starting from a deficit, right? Some people don't even want to change their financial habits and get more access. And it just doesn't work like that. It's not a government handout. It's not, welfare. You're doing business. So you have to look at the financial institutions as a partnership. And so people who have good credit, they value relationships, right? They value, having a good reputation. All you really got to do is maintain your financial reputation, and you never have to worry about not having access, because your reputation will open up doors for you. The banking system, it's a business. They're not obligated to approve you if you don't meet the criteria. So you got to look at it as a partnership. They want something from you just as much as you want something from them. So what they want from you, they want your deposits. They want you to use these credit cards and these loans, and they can earn interest off you. But at the same time, they want someone who's not going to fumble the bag. And how do you demonstrate you're not going to fumble the bag? By having your paperwork right? Having the data points, having a good credit score, filing your taxes, having money in the bank, having cash flow, having a lot of solid data points for a long period of time. Because the more data points you have is the more trustworthy you appear. For people with young credit profiles, there's not enough data points or information to really justify what type of customer you're going to be. And with people with bad credit, it's like you've already proving yourself to be somewhat of a liability. And at the end of the day, you know, lenders, banks, they don't want to deal with people who are going to cause losses, cause them to lose money, and fumble the bag pretty much. So that's all I really wanted to cover in today's video. Let me know your comments and questions down below. And until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.